Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So, how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Haaland is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Shifted it to the flank. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance for a shot! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Great vision. Dunk, spots it and intercepts. Aimed beyond the defence. And that is a little undercooked.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And here's Mbappe. And here's Hazard. And it's Robertson.
That was lovely, that.
Plays it across. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Raul. Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. Manchester United have it back and can go again. Now it's Mbappe. That has not gone well. Dunk. Looking for options for movement.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Time and again they are repelled. Dunk is the team's great visionary. Raul. And it's Hazard. It's Hazard! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And here's Haaland. Gives it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Spread it left. Oh, he's played it in low.
Added time.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mbappe. And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
Located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
So off we go once more.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Rodri gets rid without sophistication. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Back into the middle. Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Azar conjures time and space where few can. Manchester United still this single goal behind. Mbappe. Raul. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
He's in a great position here. There's the shot! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
After 65
The movement
minutes,
so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Is number 4,
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this...
Goes for a shot! It is a fantastic goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Rodri gets over and intercepts. Howson. Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That looks a good ball through. And that was very necessary. Now it's Mbappe. Haaland is onto this. Can he finish? No mistake! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike!
The goal scorer!
That was fabulous! The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Number 9, Alvarez. Number 8, Messi. Coming on the field, number 47, Phil Foden. Number 13, Ødegaard. Substitution.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Madrid take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Messi could try cutting inside here. Rodrigo.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
And he cuts out the supply. He won't be happy with that one. Messi. Nicely weighted ball. It'll be a throw-in. Rodrigo. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
And just a quick reminder today to
How would
please
you
drink
sum up what we've
responsibly.
witnessed, Jim?
Anyone appearing
Well, Peter,
intoxicated or
I really
behaving in an
couldn't see what
inappropriate
this
manner will
team
be
was
removed.
trying to
Thank you very
achieve,
much for
whether
your
it's the
cooperation.
manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of full-back bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100 miles per hour, delivering crosses.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Just about within shooting range. Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
And the through ball. It's a threatening ball. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? So a big chance now from 12 yards. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing, and he had...
And he's buried it! 1-0! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that's a goal kick.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up.
Drogba is real chance! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Chance, surely! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He's got away. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Decent chance!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Minutes gone. Now it's Martinez. And Martinez! Saka gets it away. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Oh, that's fabulous. Belletti, electric chance! Just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rummenigge! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Belletti. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, super find. Messi.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Rummenigge. Now it's Martinez. That ball looks a good one. Cantona. And the shot! And somehow he kept it out.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And it's been taken short. Danger averted for now. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Manchester United are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Lautaro Martinez.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Is number 9, Batistuta.
Mbappe shoots! In he goes again! Sticks it away! Pomp, panache and passion! This, a man full of it all! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
And the finish! They've scored! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
He's having a shot! Keeper's got his work done. It's a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Costa Curta for Van Bouten. Rodri, Schneider, just about up to the hour now. Can he get on the end of this? Well timed, excellent interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Big chance! Well, that is rather wayward.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Rummenigge threads one in. This might spell danger. Takes a shot! He has done it! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Chance! It's there! Right back in the game! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Cantona. Into the last 5 minutes.
Shonan Belmare really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Substitution.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's let fly! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Cantona, and it's Doué. Belletti. Howson. And that's that. Manchester United can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Drogba reflecting on a stellar performance and now taking home a permanent reminder for his mantelpiece. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Manchester United clearly came into this match with a good game plan, one designed to capitalise on an obvious weakness. They'd identified that and never really let go.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're underway.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raul.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity, and he leads by example, hence the respect he commands.
Turns back here, probably the best option. He's on it, can he get away? Marquinhos gets it away. Nicked it back promptly. Rudiger. Guardiola. Passing is crisp and sharp. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Oh, he couldn't get hold of it.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It's a mighty effort! He scored! Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Zanetti. Gamba Osaka looking to pass their way through. Plays a sharp little ball here. It's come to nothing. And he's only too happy to take that back. Yamal. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for...
He's got tall! Played back in. Kubo! No, couldn't quite control it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Tries to play it through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Marquinhos clears. Doué. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Nice interception, well timed. Rodri gets rid without sophistication. And it's Doué. And this is Drogba. Gamba Osaka can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Not the most accurate pass. Now that's well seen too. Deftly away. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Just eases him off the ball. And they've got rid. And that's gone loose. Gamba Osaka finding their passes.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Drogba. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is, and it's Drogba! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 7, Didier Drogba.
And we have our very first
Number
corner.
8, Messi. Number 14, Mbappe. Coming on the field, number 23, number 13.
Here's the header!
Odegaard. Number
That was
4,
superb
Rodrigo.
goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Out for a throw.
Substitutions taking place.
Rodri. And he welcomes it in. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Looking for the run.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, super ball! Takes a shot! There was plenty of power on that.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
And he can clear it away. That's an excellent interception.
2 added minutes
Shot could
has
be
been
on.
indicated.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
This looks promising. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting
What are your
traffic
thoughts
to
on
be
today's
heavy
game
after
then,
the
Jim?
final whistle
It's just a
today.
bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
Oh, that's fabulous. Shot can he finish? And he's gone looking for safety. Yamal. Zanetti. He's got away. Deep cross. And now they can clear their lines. That has ended up in no man's land. There's a sharp little ball here. And it's Neymar. Cleared without complication. That'll be a corner. Barcelona with the corner. They're first.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's Rashford! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, he's been caught. Has another go!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He is through here. Chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Lamine Yamal really showed what he brings to this side there. A fantastic effort, even if the defence seemed half asleep. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's managed to... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. That's a throw. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, this looks sharp. Neymar. Marquinhos gets a foot in here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Moved on forwards.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he's there to get it away. And we hit half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
And a quick announcement today that memorabilia from today's match is now on sale in the Stadium Hall.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 9. Yamal.
Here we go again.
Coming on the field is...
Well, I can imagine both
number
managers
95.
have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And this is Forlan. Ball looks a good one. He has found the way through. the ball is out of play. Now it's Drogba. Messi.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Minutes played. Now it's Drogba. And this is Forlan. He's tried one! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. And it's Messi. Great work on the overlap.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he's running through. Can he finish? It's loose, and there's a... Oh, what has happened here? Saka gets good distance on it. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now there's a fun... He's had it! Oh, it rattles the bar! Deftly away.
Well, if they're looking to win this, they're certainly going about things the right way.
And here's Forlan. He can get that clear. And he's quick to snatch it back. The final 5 minutes. Zanetti. And the shot! Well, now it's a race. That's another chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
There will be
Into stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. Oh, good take and a good Forlan! And that was the final act of the game, a nearly game until the very end. And it finishes 0-0. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through.
And now, to all members of
Would
the
you
crowd,
summarise what
I'd
we've seen
like to
today then,
ask you
Jim?
to join
Well,
me
a
in
decent
wishing
draw,
our
Peter, with a
birthday
good
boy
mix
a
of
very
action and
special
plenty of
birthday.
talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And as you can see, we've already started here. Iker Casillas, Jim, a man considered amongst the greatest ever when it comes to goalkeeping.
Yeah, and it's all the more impressive given that he's relatively short for a keeper, Peter. But he makes up for it with his...
He's had a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Newcastle with the corner, they're first. It's a pretty loose pass. Goes for a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was all with...
Big chance! Goal! Manchester United! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Lionel Messi!
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Kaka is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Hakimi kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Van Nistelrooy. And they've got rid. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he latch on to this? Mbappe going about things with real menace. And this is Drogba.
That was lovely, that.
He's a sharp little ball here. Can he finish? It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
It's come to nothing. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Roberto Carlos. Cannavaro. Darren Fletcher. And it's Rooney. Tries to pass it through, and this is Drogba. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's gone looking for safety.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Darren Fletcher looking to play him in. And we hit half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change
And now I'd
at this
just like
stage.
to read out our fan club members
Manchester
who are celebrating
United
their
ahead
birthdays today.
2-0, and they are looking good. And we're off again. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's managed to get free.
That's good play from him.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Rooney. And he's quick to snatch it back. Roberto Carlos to Darren Fletcher. Messi. And it's Fletcher. Rooney. That's Van Nistelrooy. Messi! Newcastle are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Out to the left it goes. He's being urged to shoot. Now it's Drogba. Drogba! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ball's gone out of play.
Substitution.
And it's Kaka. And this is Drogba. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And the through ball. He's picked his way through. Steaming on goalwards. Tries to get it clear. Oh, it's Rooney! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Substitutions taking place.
So there's going to be another change here. Crunching tackle. Now this could be a chance. Gets into some space. And it's played in. Casillas deals with that nice and simple. And it's been played through. And he welcomes it in. Chance for a shot! It's there! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, that's ambitious. It's in! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now.
The goal scorer for Manchester United.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Number 6, Nedved.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
Added minute has been indicated.
And time is up. Manchester United are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner.
We are glad to inform
Your
you
final
that
thoughts,
today's
Jim?
match day
Well, the look on the
programs are
manager's
available
face
from stands
says it all.
located
He
by the
knows
gates.
he set his attack
I'm sure
up
they'll make
perfectly,
fine
and the
souvenirs.
players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. He's having a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. This looks promising. He's found a way through. Well, we expected better, and so did he. He has found the way through. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, good take in a good area. Well, there's the clearance. Tries to pass it through.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, good-looking ball. And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, well played. And he's heaved it away. Turns back here, probably the best option. Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Forlan. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Big header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
De Bruyne kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Neymar. Knocks it into space. Forlan! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. And it's Neymar. But he's well positioned here. It's anyone's ball, and again! Cleared without complication. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How would you review the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed. So they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Manchester United can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Hello everybody, and please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members.
And the action is back underway.
Manchester United really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Torres, and this is Messi. Tries to play it through, and this is Forlan.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly
And the shot! Now, who's going to be... In he goes again! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 25.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Mbappe, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Beckenbauer cuts it out, and it's De Bruyne. Now, can they get him away?
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
That's really well cleared.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
In with the challenge. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've...
He's had a shot! He has done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Fires it in low.
Number 9, Rashford.
And he welcomes it in.
Substitution in progress.
Goalkeeper's done supremely well to deal with that. Saka. Now it's Mbappe. No way through, so Foden! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
He is through here. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Mbappe! De Bruyne. And that will be the final act. Manchester United can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride.
To let you know that you'll be able to catch
Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.